Big Blood? The hunters, they killed the Bone King, no? Big Blood think they untusk, sire?
They probably did, but it changes nothing. Magua took him into the Moonlit River when the devouring was complete.
What is that? They will not get away from Sasuke. Even the wolves are not in such a beast. Ready for action. The blood for the tribe! Let Sasuke get a proper look. And find out. That way. No, I'll go look. Head towards certain doom. Sure, why not? Let him at them! Feel the might of the Moon King! Over here, big shit!
Grunghwa is here.
He find out. No, I'll go look.
He is on his way. He is going.
What? What is that?
Grant his service. What is needed of him?
Akrog is listening. What should he do? What now? More trouble?
Well, well. Look what the jungle brought to me.
That is him.
Let Grungwar...
So, you are the chieftain Zaska told me about. Curious.
He is Akrog Bone Crusher, chieftain of the Moonkin.
A pleasure to meet you, chieftain. I must say, I can't help but be impressed at your level of speech. Where I come from, people still believe trolls are all about grunting and roaring. But let's not beat around the bush, shall we? How much has Zaska told you about my proposal?
Akrog knows not the stranger's name yet.
That's true, and I would rather have it stay this way. Nothing personal, just precaution.
Fine. The stranger can keep his secrets.
Much obliged. So, tell me, how much has Zaska told you?
Magua has given many troll tribes the power to speak. Brittlebones just choose to ignore it.
That is the goddess you worship, isn't it? I see.
All that he knows. The stranger wants to bring a dead god back to life, and he needs the Moonkin's help to do it.
Imprisoned, not dead, but yes, that about sums it up. Let's start from the beginning. After the first battles between the dark and light races, which would lead to the War of the Six, many of trolls, dark elves, and orcs fled to Urgarth to recover.
The Moonkin know about the escape. That is how their ancestors came to Urgath. The last chieftain, he was one of them.
Narjak Firstborn. I'm aware. And this is not a history lesson. I'm telling you this because of the creature that led the escape.
Zarek's cub, the field dog. What has it to do with anything? It went back to Fiara after the escape, hundreds of years ago.
Yes, that's what most believe, even among the light races. The truth is, the Hibernian Empire sent a division of elite warrior priests after them. The Sacred Seal. They tracked down the field dog and locked it away deep inside a prison here on Urgarth. I believe that prison is on the other side of this swamp. And I also believe that while the priests of the Sacred Seal are long dead, the field dog is still there.
Hibernians. They are the Brittlebones on the land across the sea, no?
They used to be. The Hibernian Empire fell some time ago.
It fell? Oh, Grungwar knew not.
Well, how would you? The only things that travel between Urgarth and Fiara are fortune seekers and mercenaries, like the ones who hunt you.
This makes no sense. Zarek's cub, the field dog, it is a god. Nothing can harm it.
Demigod. And yes, it's true that a field dog can't be killed by conventional means. I'm assuming that's why the priests of the Sacred Seal imprisoned rather than killed it.
How knows the stranger all this, if no one else does?
Such a curious troll. How refreshing. First, I have access to records most other people do not. Second, for the past 5 years, I did little else but study these records.
If those Hibernians could trap Zarek's cub, why not kill it? They were lightlings, no?
It is true. Maybe they were not able to.
My thinking exactly. It would have been in their interest to kill the field dog, and I'm fairly certain that was their original mission. But something must have prevented them.
And the stranger wants to free Zarek's cub, hoping that will gain him and the Moonkin his favor. That is his idea, no?
That is correct. Zaska told me of your scourges, chieftain. The rot, the hunters. There is no way you'll wrestle down those foes on your own, but with the help of a demigod, that would turn the tables.
What thinks Grungwar of this?
He thinks it is a bad idea. Even if this temple exists, and even if betting the last Moonkin warriors on this strange plan would not be madness, who is to say the cub would even help them if they break its shackles? Zarek has never cared for the trolls. He made them slaves, arrow fodder for the greenskins to toss at their enemies. For all they know, the cub would simply devour the whole tribe and leave.
Better to be eaten by a god than be untusked by a brittlebone. The stranger speaks true, Grungmar. They have no choice. Even if the hunters stop tracking them down, the rot will still keep killing Moonkin cubs before they are even born. What will Grungmar do about that,
They have Noag. He has the Moonblood.
It will be many years before Noag can mate. And even if he were to sire 1,000 cubs, how would the tribe feed them while they were little? Please, Akrog. They have tried running. They have tried hiding, but it never worked. Just this once, let them do, and not be done too.
Fine. They will take a look at this temple, then they will decide what to do next. Akrog has spoken. The stranger says this temple is here in the jungle?
Yes, I can show you. There's just one thing we need to take care of first. The Chainers.
Those green-skinned slavers?
Yes. A small troll tribe lived here. And the Chainers rushed through the jungle a few days back and enslaved them. The main group is gone, but there are still a few troops left. And they have set up their cowl right in front of the temple. I know your ranks have been decimated, but you should be able to take them on, especially with the element of surprise. Finally, there's another matter we should take care of before we move into the temple.
One more thing. Why needs the stranger the Moonkin for this? If he is as powerful a hexer as Zazka says, could he not free the cub on his own?
A fair question. Suffice it to say that breaking into an ancient temple has its own unique challenges, where the muscle of your kind would come in quite handy.
That is all, then. The stranger needs someone to crush rocks for him.
Well, not quite. It's also about safety. That temple has stood abandoned for centuries, so it's bound to be crawling with all kinds of vermin and undead. I thought about hiring a mercenary corps, but they are expensive, attract a lot of attention, and will probably stab you in the back the moment they sniff a gain to be made. I know this probably isn't the answer you wanted to hear, but it's the truth.
Grungwar, what tribe could these trolls belong to?
Mudcrawlers or bug tusks, probably. They are the only ones who live this deep in the jungle.
Akrog never heard of those before. What are their bonds to the Moonkin?
Probably not enemies. They honor Magwa's law.
So how could they possibly be bad trolls?
Well, they should still be careful. So, these brittlebones in the temple, the sacred seal, the stranger said they died. What happened to them?
That's a mystery I'm hoping to solve once we're inside.
Whatever it was, Grungwar is sure the cub played a role in it.
What is this other matter?
Well, it's related to the creatures of this lovely jungle. Briefly put, some kind of disease seems to be making the rounds, and it makes creatures go mad, docile and predator alike.
Grungwar thinks they fought such a creature. Could it be a disease, perhaps?
If so, then it's no ordinary one. It also seems to spread. I've seen more and more animals like this. Considering you have a tribe to feed, you should probably put down those cursed animals whenever you see them. Otherwise...
They might corrupt the entire hunting grounds. The stranger speaks true. The Moonkin will take care of it. What about the stranger? Will he help the Moonkin fight?
I would, but something tells me I should save my strength for when we find the temple. I will do some scouting in the meantime. There are a couple of things out here I have yet to look into.
Fine, if you must. And one more thing. Akrog decided to trust the stranger. Make him not regret it.
Don't worry. I cannot guarantee any of this will work, but I will stay true to my word. Good luck now. We'll speak once you've dealt with the Chainers.
What is needed of him? This looks
And gone.
A teleport hex, like the hunters used.
It is true. Well then, let them take a look at this tribe camp to see what the Moonkin are up against. They will bring the others when it is safe.
What is that?
What is this?
Greenskins!
Zarek's fangs, there's more of them! Grunwa is here. What should he do? Destroy them. For the Moonkin! Crush them now. That was all of them. Come, let them look for survivors.
He's going. On his way.
In that direction. May Magua guide his hands.
Akrog is listening.
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
What then?
Interesting. Probably.
You will lead the way.
He is going. He might be old, but his tusks are still sharp. At his service.
Let Zarska get a proper look.
This looks interesting.
Great! More problems to smash.
He is on his way.
What is that?
Why must they plague the Moonkin?
Over here,
Akrog is ready.
Eric's go squish! Crush nest too!
Just to have me face more trouble. Interesting. Probably. You find out.
Moving now.
There! Mugwort, over here! Help! What can he do for the tribe?
All dead. Who thanks stranger trolls?
No, I'll go look.
Let Akrog see.
You find out.
What is this?
What this?
Spike Master Ku being dead or chained now if not for stranger trolls. Ku and kin, thank. The Chainers are their enemies too. What tribe belong Ku and his kin to? Bog Tusks. At least they was. Now, Bog Tusks all die. Or slaves of greenskins.
What about he? Name, tribe?
Moonkin. Chieftain Akrog Bone Crusher of the Moonkin.
Moonkin? A chieftain Narjak, a leader of Moonkin, no? He floats in the moonlit river now. Akrog is the new chieftain.
Oh, Narjak was great chieftain. They say they fight Chainers?
They are in the Moonkin's way.
Then Bog Tusks help Moonkin. Chainers crush tribe and kill chieftain. They pay in blood. Chieftain Akrog agree? The Moonkin can use all the help they can get. But should the Bog Tusks not go after the Chainer horde to free their kin?
Bog Tusk's not smart like Moonkin, but they not that stupid too. Look at them, all of them together, not even a pack. So how they supposed to crush Chainer horde? They have Wyvern, Wargs, Hexmakers.
Nick speaks true. If these Bog Tusks live through this fight, they will try and find way to free kin. But first, they kill all Chainers still here in jungle.
Wise strategy.
The Chainers. Are there still many of them in the jungle? Who knows? Few only. Was big horde that attacked tribe camp. But now only pack here. Just like the stranger said. Are they the only survivors? The Chainers killed or took everyone else. Ku think it is true. Ku and kin out for hunt and when come back, everything burn. Bog Tusks few. Now almost all gone.
Grungwar is sorry. Then help kill Chainers.
All right. Seems like the Moonkin and the Bog Tusks want the same thing. Let them crush the Chainers together. Good. There is problem, though. Akrog come back to tribe camp with Ku. Then he tell them more. All right. Chainer pack have tribe camp up jungle at Great Evil Ruin. Their bridge to go there, but Chainers burn bridge. Maybe the Moonkin could mend it. Could work. But then they need to make ground around bridge their own first. The Bog Tusks have some scrap in tribe camp, but that not enough to mend bridge. so they need gather more. Zeramak scrappers can take care of that. The Bog Tusks know if there is scrap nearby.
Lots. Everywhere. Chieftain Akrog just tell his scrappers to dig anywhere, and they will find some.
All right.
Chieftain, is he all right?
What are they doing here? Akrog told them to stay at the camp.
And Nurbok told them to join him when they heard fighting. Who are these trolls? Bog Tusks. The Chainers burnt down their tribe camp and enslaved their kin.
The small one speaks true. Chieftain Akrog say he helped to crush Chainer pack that's still here.
Another battle, then. Well, what must be, must be. It would be wise to let the Moonkin lay some of what they harvest aside.
Food?
Food, wood, stone, scrap, anything they can find. The Moonkin will need it for when they build a new home. Julog, bring in some beaks from the camp. Then join Crumb.
As Crumb says. And Noog and his eyes will scout too. He go back to camp and tell them.
All right. Be on the lookout for greenskins. Will Nurbok fight?
Of course he will. He also has an idea, though. What's the Bog Tusk's name?
Spike Master Coup.
Then come with Nurbok, Spike Master Cool. There is something they must talk about. Ready for action. The future of the Moonkin looks brighter. No, I see no scrap piles. That must be the broken bridge Ku spoke of. The Chainers smashed it good.
Nothing that the workers cannot fix. They just need scrap.
Sazka just remembered. As Grungwar still the Mugwaz tier he plucked before the devouring?
It was Zaska who plucked it.
Same thing. Is it still alive? Or lost Grungwar it during the attack on the cradle?
It is still alive, though the leaves are wilting. Grungwar wanted to speak about this to the chieftain, but after the battle...
Noak hope it live. Mugwar tears pretty.
Let Akrog see. What should he do?
And what do they call them? Ku says? Slings?
It is true. Put stone in sling and throw. Good throw can kill a boar.
Smart.
Chieftain, the tribe is running out of stone.
The tribe needs more wood, Chieftain. New orders? Can Zaska help? So, the Moonkin are fighting again. This means Akrog struck a pact with that stranger, then?
It is not a pact yet, trusted one. They will help the stranger find a temple. Then they will see.
And what is in this temple that will save the Moonkin?
Akrog will explain later. What spoke Nurbok and the Bog Tusk about? Slings.
It is true. See, Nurbok always wondered how the bog tusks survive. They as tiny as the small tusk, but they are still here. He knows now. They have weapons, slings, and throwing spikes, which they use to harm their enemies from the distance.
Nurbok thinks the Moonkin can make use of these.
Ku said his kin could show the Moonkin how to shape and use them, so they can wield them too. Nurbok said they can use the throwing camp to do it.
A wise idea.
You should have asked Akrog first, though.
Forgive him.
All right. Akrog will send a couple of smashers to the throwing camp, then. Is there anything else they could do?
There is. While they were marching, Nurbok thought about how the Moonkin could be stronger, and he had an idea for a new sort of warrior, the Stonebreaker. He will need a few skull crushers for that, though. Just send a couple of them to the hitting camp once the workers have set it up. They will know what to do.
All right. Wall breakers, spike flingers, and throwers. Akrog will take care of it. These wall breakers Nurbok wants to train. How fight they?
Long story. Let Nurbok just say, it will make it a lot easier for Moonkin warriors to tear down that Chainer tribe camp.
Fine. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Nurbok.
Sharp tusks and thick hide.
What is needed of him?
What is this?
What is it?
Let Grimoire take a closer look.
Chieftain Akrog of the Moonkin. Mugwa prays.
Mugwa prays. Akrog has some questions. Ku mentioned a great evil temple near the Chainer camp. What meant he?
Oh, that, their big temple up jungle. Big and dead. Brittlebones once lived there.
Hibernians?
Hi.
Human brittle bones. The ones who built the big green temples.
Ah, it is true. Great evil temple like those.
Why is it evil, though?
Oh, Ku knows not. Bog Tusk Elder T. He always say big unholy monster in there. It is why Ku feels so strange whenever he go there. Like he stand on cliff and is about to fall. Elder T also think it is why animals die or go crazy when come too close.
The curse. Interesting. Why were there so few bog tusks left? Have they been hunted many times like the Moonkin?
It true, but they not hunted for tusks. Bog tusk trolls small, but strong, so chainers come for them. Bog tusks make good slaves.
Akrog is sorry they have had to suffer so much at the hands of the chainers.
Ku sorry too. Even if all chainers get killed now, they probably not scared off for long. Bog tusks should keep moving.
Akrog knows the feeling. The chainers must still have many bog tusks in their camps. How will they rescue the slaves who are still out there?
Lot more bog tusks is slaves than is free. It true. Getting them back no be easy. But Ku and Kin got to try. Mugwa can help them.
Akrog is sure Mugwa will do everything she can, but they must be careful.
They be careful. Chieftain Akrog not worry. Bog tusks not good at words, but they good at sneak. They not see bog tusks come.
A clever plan. He wishes Ku and his tribe the very best of luck. Akrog must leave now. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
That how Moon can say. Ku likes. The sharp tusks and thick hide.
Sounds good.
Enemies are attacking. He here. He makes spiky pain rain now. No orders?
flying pain! Orders? Huh?
At his service.
Go on here!
What can he do for the tribe?
On his way. New orders?
What next?
You ready?
What next?
The tribe needs more scrap. His troops are going hungry. They need more food. Get ready. The tribe needs more scrap. His troops are going hungry. They need more food. His troops are going hungry. They need more food.
What next?
You go now. Get ready. You need it? His troops are going hungry. They need more food. The tribe needs more scrap.
What next?
They take care of it. He don't worry.
Get ready. Huh?
What next?
Be here. Grungwa is ready.
They take care of it. Be not worried.
His trolls are going hungry. They need more food. What next?
You work now. He can help. Mud
What
won't
now?
rise. All right, let them take a look at that bridge. The workers should be finished by now.
Not ready. The tribe needs more scrap. He needed? Can Zaska help? In that direction? At his service.
He here. Akrog is listening. Let Akrog see. Chieftain, everything well?
Not so well. The hunters crushed 4 beaks, Yuku, Knock Knock, Fika, and Zek. If they crush more, the Moonkin will soon have to scout with their eyes alone.
Akrog will not let it come to that. Let Akrog...
Chieftain, how goes the battle? The kin are getting worried.
They need not be. The Moonkin will crush those greenskins.
Get ready. The tribe needs more scrap.
Worker Butuk, no? How looks the bridge?
Butuk thinks it should hold, Chieftain, even for the Moonblood.
Nuagwa carefully.
Ha! The moon can do it! Chieftain Akrog, great chieftain, like his sire. They won not the battle. They only mended a bridge.
The first step is still a step. The beaks in Anuk's eyes also just returned from their scouting.
Good. They found the Chainer tribe camp then.
Uh-huh. It is where the Bogtusks say it is, and the Brittlebone Temple is there too. But there is more. For example, there is many scrap piles in the west. If they claim the ground there, scrappers can collect it.
Good idea. What else?
Well, one of the beaks sniffed out more trolls across the river. Crumb cannot say, but maybe they are bog tusks.
Maybe Puck's hunters. Ku think the Chainers take them, but they must have get away. Please, Chieftain Akrog, save them. You will see what they can do. Is there anything worth knowing about the Chainer tribe camp?
Just a tribe camp, and not a big one. Still, they need to be careful. The Moonkin are not what they used to be.
They will be careful, but merciless. These greenskins have hunted and enslaved trolls for years. Let the Moonkin return the favor.
So, Akrog chose not to heed Nurbok's advice and train skull crushers and spike flingers, hmm? Well, fine. Then the blood will be on his hands.
Akrog will train them. He simply has not had time for it yet. Now, enough of the talking. There is a battle ahead.
And the Moonkin will bring Mugwa honor. What is needed of him? needs more scrap. Grunwa is here.
That beast is.
Akrog, is he all right?
Oh, just another spirit speaking in Akrog's head. It is gone now.
That is the 4th time in 3 sundowns.
You find out.
That way. The future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
What can he do for the
This
tribe?
belongs to the Moonkin now.
What now?
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. He insists. Moving on.
Time to move on.
New orders? Ready for action. This way.
He will lead the way. The future of the Moonkin looks brighter.
The eye of the tribe sees. The tribe's land grows. They run from dog. Magua demands their flesh. Afraid of an old troll. They say listening. We're not even happy. Can a troll not rest your head? This was interesting. No, Uncle, look. No, Can Zaska help? No, smash them! No, Uncle there. They not hurt Big Blood.
Akrog is ready.
At his service.
Enemies are attacking!
Afraid of an old troll? They should be.
Coming for them. Enemies are attacking! What next? He here. That way. They messed with the wrong tribe.
What is needed of him?
Go there. The tribe must survive! He here. New orders? Going.
Grunwa can help.
Akrog is listening. What is this?
He needed.
What should
Ready
he
for
do?
action.
Grunwa is ready. Grunwa will go there.
You find out. Moving on. trouble? Zazka is listening. This belongs to the Moonkin now.
Enemies are attacking!
Norg ready.
Moving now. They will regret this.
Enemies are attacking! May Magua curse them.
Akrog is ready.
Building is done. Grunwa is here. Only fools challenge the Moonkin. Magua, help her servants. He needed here.
Going now.
He needs to wait a moment.
He's killed a hero. What should he do? Come on. The tribe must survive. What now? More trouble?
What now?
Isn't this all
What can he do for the tribe?
Akrog is listening. On his way.
Blood for the tribe! Can Zazka help?
What is needed of him?
No one helps him attacking. Time to make pay.
What should he do?
Ready for action. Don't join the worms.
Here.
Feel off that crushing sound.
Akrog is ready.
For the Moonkin! Crush them now! Zazka is listening. Destroy them!
He needed. At his service.
He makes light. They will regret this. What fail? More trouble? Great. More problems to smash.
What now?
Can Zazka help? Norg ready.
What is needed of him?
The tribe's land moves. Here.
Akrog is listening.
Smash them!
Magua commands their flesh.
Next. They run from Noah.
What should he do?
See how far he can fall. Grunwa is left the long tribe. He needed. Can a troll not rest for a moment? The tribe must survive!
Do for the tribe.
Get ready to get crushed! Ready for action.
He will protect the tribe.
Next. This belongs to the Moonkin matter. The tribe sees
Moonkin now! No, go.
Moving now.
The tribe must survive! You are ready.
What is this?
Grunwa is ready. Enemies are attacking!
Akrog is listening.
Destroy them! Feel the flying pain! What is needed of him?
What now? More trouble?
We cannot do that yet. There! Bog Tusk survivors!
Muddy Tusks? Who are they?
On the Bog Tusk side. Ku Sin.
He's alive?
And he is helping the Moonkin crush the Chainer Greenskins. Join them. What should he do?
Zazga is listening.
No one help Moonkin grow. Let the tribe seize. The tribe's land grows. Smash them!
Can Zazga help? Head towards
They will regret this. Enemies are attacking. Grunwa is here. The blood for the tribe!
ready for action. If he insists. Let him out there.
Crush them! Coming for you. Needed? He here. Magua, land their flesh. He needs to wait a moment.
Akrog is listening.
No one here. What can he do for the tribe?
What now? More trouble?
At his service. He needs to wait a moment.
Akrog is ready.
No orders?
Come on. Keep the worms waiting a bit longer.
What can he do for the tribe?
They will not get away from Zazka. Let him out there.
Ready.
Can a troll not rest for a moment?
What next? That way? Huh? Here.
You work now.
Get ready. New orders? What now? What now? Huh? Trolls are going hungry. They need more food. Be here. Be moving. He is here. This way. Grunwald is ready.
Go join the worms.
They will regret this. Why must they plague the Moonkin?
It is over. Is everyone all right?
That was easier than expected. Maybe the Moonkin should just fight those chainers more often than run.
Honorable words, but that was only a tiny pack of them. The real Chainer horde is a dozen times their size.
Grungwa speaks true. The Moonkin just got lucky that only a few of them stayed behind.
Still, a victory is a victory, and Nurbok's ideas were very useful. Akrog thanks him.
No need for the sweet talk.
So, this must be the entrance to this temple the stranger was speaking of.
It is. And Grungwa already likes it not. This place reeks of evil, chieftain, even from down here.
The Moonkin Elder speaks true, Chieftain Akrog. This temple bad, bad, bad. It eat people. That why bog tusks stay away from it since live here. What they want in there anyway?
It eats people. What means, Ku?
That no bog tusk who enter ever come back. Some tried to prove worth to tribe, and no one come back. And warriors who chieftain sent after also come back not. Something in there ended bad.
The field dog.
Who?
It matters not. What will the bog tusks do now that the chainers are gone? They are welcome to stay with the Moonkin if they like.
Kind offer, but bog tusks cannot. They help free their kin.
But how? The chainers are thousands.
They think of something. Bog tusks always do. Oh, and here, for Chieftain Akrog. This is the bone of the bog tusks. It a gift from Mugwa, for good luck. Chieftain keep it, and Moonkin keep knowledge how to make slings. It will help them.
Akrog thanks, Ku. Are they not afraid of the tusk hunters?
Bog tusks small and dull and ugly. Like Zazka's. Not shiny and full of hex like Moonkin tusks. Tusk hunters care not for bog tusks.
There they have it. Ugliness has its perks.
This is where they go their separate ways then. Sharp tusks and thick hide. Akrog hopes they free their kin.
And Ku hope the Moonkin find what they look for. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
There they go. Nog like bug tusks.
They should go find the stranger now.
Already here.
Mugwa's slimy udders. Zazka will never get used to these hexes.
It's fairly common magic. Perhaps I could teach you. Either way, seems like you did it, Chieftain. Good work. Also with those cursed creatures. Let's hope that was all of...
Nurbok likes this one not. Trusted one, Grimoire. Not at all.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
A troll who is not as easily fooled as Chieftain Akrog.
Quite the welcome. So, Chieftain, shall we go up?
They will. But only the stranger, Akrog, Zazka, Grimoire, and Little Blood.
What? Why not take a few warriors?
Because if the bog tusks speak true, and this temple eats people, then at least not all the Moonkin will pay the price for Akrog's folly. Crum, Anug, Julog, gather the rest of the tribe and bring them down here. Akrog will tell them whether it is safe to come up.
Crum understands.
Grump will be careful, no? He trusted one now, and Noag want to hear him play Songbone.
He will play the songbone. Trust him, Noag. Everything will be fine.
Akrog is ready.